the West Indies may have to face up to one of their longtime rivals next month. According to cricket website ESPN Cricinfo, New Zealand have delayed naming their squad for the first test against West Indies in order to assess the fitness of key players, with a suggestion that former captain Daniel Vettori may be in line for a quicker than expected comeback. Vettori has impressed since returning to action after recovering from the Achilles surgery he underwent following the Champions Trophy in England. In his one first-class match this season, the left-arm spinner took 6 wickets in the game and, more importantly, from a fitness perspective, sent down 49 overs. Now, initially, Vettori had targeted a return against India in January, but there is now a chance he could play his first test since July 2012 next month against the Windies, although there will be understandable caution. The New Zealand Test squad was due to be named on November 25th, but that has now been extended to the 29th. Defending champions Wesley Hall Primary continued to be a top contender in this year's edition of the Guardian General Herman Griffith Primary Schools cricket competition. The reigning champs, still unbeaten, defeated Roland Edwards today by 5 wickets at Trents in the first round of the playoffs. Batting first, Roland Edwards were restricted to 99, with Thierry Walcott taking 3 for 21. Wesley Hall then reached 100 for 5. Meanwhile, Luther Thorne Primary failed to break St Matthew's unbeaten run, losing the clash by 69 runs at Briar Hall. Winning the toss and deciding to bat, St Matthew's rode on captain Trey Riley's knock of 80. CBC's Melissa Farley watched that innings.
A perfect 7-0 record was what St Matthew's took into this playoff match against Luther Thorne Primary. And batting first after winning the toss, St Matthew's were down 39 for 4 after 6 overs, with Nathan Seeley responsible for 3 of them. Now at the crease was the pair of captain Trey Riley and Kyle Sutherland, but the latter became wicket number 5, bowled by Nathan Ford for just 1. That brought out Tristan Foster to join his skipper, who was now making Taquan Hazelwood a prime example in the next over, with 17 runs coming from it. 57 for 5 the score. Dakari Gittins felt Riley's wrath as well, and so too did Ford. And then Riley reached his half-century to lift his bat on 53. But seeing they had trouble getting Riley to go, they settled for Foster instead. Bowled by Hazelwood for 7, St Matthew's 105 for 6. But with a few more knocks down the line, he had a scare when he was dropped on 63 by Gittins off Jamar Fenty. Still frustrated with not getting Riley, Luther Thorne took Mikael Yearwood, LBW, to Joe Wooding for duck. Anderson Paris made way to the field, and then he made his way back, LBW to Seeley, who now has his 4th wicket. And then Seeley took his 5th, Caleb Ford bowled. Another duck went to St Matthew's, 130 for 9. Riley tried for the first 6 in the match, but the umpires called a dead ball. So with the next ball, Riley settled for 4 to move his score up to 80 just before he lost the final man. A controversial dismissal as to whether Nadri Butcher was in the box or not, but seeing there's no referrals at this level, the umpire's decision stands. Butcher gone for 7, St Matthew's all out for 143. Melissa Farley, CBC Sports.
Well, Riley and Kobe Waith then claimed 3 wickets each to help restrict Luther Thorne to 74. Elsewhere at Blenheim, Eden Lodge defeated St Jude's by 3 wickets. Hilda Skeen beat Charles F. Brooms by 2 runs at Dover. Milton Lynch were 61-run winners over Cuthbert Moore. At St Catherine over at Friendship, Bailey's defeated St Silas by 58 runs, and St Stephen's beat Ada Costa Edwards by 14 runs. There's one round of 16 match still outstanding between St Christopher Primary and Sealer Primary. That will be played tomorrow to determine the last quarterfinal spot. Barbados Community College have picked up their first win in the Coca-Cola Barbados Secondary Schools Under-19 League Football Tournament. BCC blanked visitors Aline 6-0 yesterday. Chad Chase, Jomo Harris, and Jamil Stewart each picked up 2 goals during the game. BCC would be glad for their first victory of the competition, having lost their 2 previous games, one outright and one by default. Skeets Bay in St. Philip was the venue for the 2nd annual Extreme Body Mechanics Fitness Center's Health Fair. The evenings saw activities like a step class, soca aerobics, and a special martial arts display. Body mechanic Stephen Harrison said one of the mandates of the gym is to get the communities in the parish of St. Philip involved in physical activity and fitness ventures.
The atmosphere, because it's really healthy for you, and you're at Skeets Bay. I mean, it's one of the most beautiful parishes you have in Barbados right now, and this venue is extremely beautiful. So I'm trying to do a lot more in St. Philip as I go around. My aim is to bring the whole of St. Philip into fitness. Everybody must get themselves fit. We have St. Philip Carnival coming up, and you must be fit. I mean, hey, there's Independence, then there's Christmas.